Welcome back to this magical journey through every single ruddy episode of GamesMaster. If you're joining us late, we're already partway through Series 2 and starting at episode 10 here, so maybe go back and watch the other ones first, or maybe don't, and just start right in the middle like an absolute maniac. What do I care? I'm not your mother. A quick review of the stats before we continue shows that GamesMaster's ability to score games correctly is just as bad as it's always been, but also the cock jog counter is rising faster than my morning wood. Place your bets now on where that counter will be as we venture deep into the underbelly of Series 2's depths. Episode 10 starts us off with a big throbbing one.
Alright, welcome to GamesMaster, where other shows give mere spurts of entertainment, we spray it around in liberal doses.
And our first challenge this week is Mario Kart. Win the first course. If it's not a 4-year-old child attempting this one, then it's a giveaway.
Peter, this is a drive. Alright, thank you. This is a racing game, Peter. Do you drive yourself?
Hopefully in a couple of years.
Hopefully in a couple of years.
Yeah. Hopefully in a couple of years.
Hopefully in a couple of years.
Yeah. Hopefully in a couple of years.
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 Alright, thank you. You can choose different characters on this. Who have you plumped for tonight?
Well, I'm going to be a Koopa Trooper, which is sort of turtle person.
And what's good about him?
Well, he can corner well, and he's got the speed to overtake people, so it should be alright with him.
Doesn't Koopa have the slowest top speed? Having played this game a million times as a kid, I know my Mario Kart races.
Now, too many tips for young Peter here.
Yeah, he's picked the Koopa Trooper, who's one of the sort of bad guys of the race. A little bit heavier than most, but he's got a lot of power.
He's one of the lightest, Tim. Stop getting Mario Kart wrong.
Best piece of advice, really, is cheat whenever you can.
Okay, some wise words from one of the bastions of British industry there. Okay, so here comes Peter revving up at the start. He's in 8th position at the beginning.
Thanks for highlighting the racer there. I was very confused.
Here.
Okay, in the bottom you can actually see a map which details each of the characters. You can see Peter weaving his way up there.
He's doing quite well.
He's up to 4th already. He's up to 3rd. Brilliant start from the grid
nice
here.
start now, but he's gone to the side. Now, you can see the box at the top. If he's now got a selected special weapon, which is now banana skin.
And what will that do?
If he drops that, the person behind him, with any luck, will hit it and spin off.
Oh God, I'm assuming he's never played this before because, well, look at it.
Off again, he's going to lose speed whenever he skids off the track there.
Check out what his special weapon is this time round, and it's
another banana skin
again. Yes, he's dropped it.
Now those banana skins stay on the track, so he could actually slip up on them himself.
Absolutely.
The first trick to dealing with a straight is to drive in a straight line.
Switzer band, they can do this.
If you look at the map at the bottom, it's Luigi.
Go on, he's almost there.
Here's Luigi,
Luigi's just in front. Oh, he's gone for drag. Can he take him?
Come on,
Yes, I think he can do it.
Now, Luigi's
I think he can. He's in first place. No! Oh!
Well, that was exciting. The fact he almost came first when he had no concept of a racing line just goes to show that Mario Kart is a very forgiving creature.
Now, Peter, you had a brilliant start. You tore off the grid there. It was so close. Look at that, 13 hundredths of a second. But why did you lose those 13 hundredths?
Well, basically, I was battling against 3rd and 4th.
You were battling against your own fingers, Sunshine.
And I actually could have won because I had a red tortoiseshell, which is a bit like a homing missile. But unfortunately, Luigi was invincible. So I could have just got him at the end, but I shot it too early.
That's the story of my life there, Peter.
I mean, that was basically a cock joke, right? Straight over to the reviews then. Keeping with the racing theme, it's driving games, and we've got Test Drive 2 for the SNES up first.
Is he okay?
The graphics are extremely jerky for the Super NES. I mean, this machine has got some of the most advanced custom chips in it, and they're just not being used in this game.
The way the cars handle is very, very poor. I mean, they sort of slide about, and when they slide about, the sound effects slide about, and when they slide about, they slide about.
I thought it wasn't that bad.
I'm sorry, Miff? Miff?
It was more interesting when you're driving in severe weather conditions with manual gear change, but isn't it always the way?
61%, whatever. Super Off-Road on Game Gear is next. I love me some Super Off-Road, but never played the Game Gear version, so let's see what our stack of geniuses say.
Boys, this is one for you if you fancy being lured to another level by a busty blonde stroking your trophy.
I was interested to see how they actually slide about, and they slide about, and it works really well.
All the fun, all the thrills, all the power-ups are there to be enjoyed. And overall, it's really good.
84%, I'll take that. Jeep Jamboree on the Game Boy's next, and it does not look like an 84%.
They slide about.
The game wasn't very challenging at all, really.
Come on now, settle down.
The landscapes are all a bit samey though, although the graphics are quite nicely detailed. You get more cactus to the pound than you do in Test Drive 2, for instance.
Jeep Jamboree is a welcome breath of fresh air.
I swear I wrote down that does not look like an 84% remark before I'd even seen the score. I'm astonished. I would say there's a 1 in 100 chance of that happening, but on this show it's more like 1 in 50. Our next celebrity challenge is an exciting one because it features an exciting new technology that definitely won't make you vomit. Virtual reality, and who better to join us for this one than yet another Australian soap actor.
For this challenge, Oxford lad Andy Thompson wanted to be pitted against a real celeb and a half. Well, we've complied, and it's Australian soap opera teen sensation time. You may know him as Ryan from Neighbours or Simon from Home and Away. Tonight he's playing himself. So please welcome Andrew Thompson and Richard Norton. Now, first of all, Richard, thanks very much for taking time off. I know you've got a busy schedule. When you've got a little break, what games do you like to play? Well, let's go on to your opponent now. Andy, I know you're an Oxford United fan, so you're used to living in the realms of fantasy, yeah?
Well, I don't think that's quite true, Dominic. I think you find we're tough and aggressive in the true spirit of English sporting tradition.
All right, calm down.
Now, while our two competitors get to grips with their helmets, welcome back. Tragic Oxford United fan Andy Thompson is about to take on our special guest, Home and Away and Neighbour star Richard Norton on Catch the Flag. With me in the commentary box is Stephen Bethlehem. Welcome, Stephen.
Good evening, Dominic.
Wait, he's called Stephen Bethlehem, and he purposefully went with Jesus hair? That man's a walking Bible.
Strategically speaking, they both need to head for the crossbow, which is in the centre of the arena. There is one each, and obviously with that they can take each other on without any of this messy hand-to-hand business.
But they can also perform quite well with the chopper nonetheless.
So I've been told.
Are you ready, guys? Best of luck, don your helmets and come out fighting. Okay, and off they go. We can see Richard Norton's score is in the yellow. Andy Thompson's score is in the white.
He's running for it already.
Andy's in the green, he's running. He's had enough already.
I think he may have picked up the crossbow on his way, though. There, yes.
Oh, he did smart move there, but oh no, he hasn't.
No.
And that's first hit to Andy Thompson. Yes, he got the first hit. I think he sneaked behind him and got him with a chopper.
I think so, yeah.
I feel sick just looking at this, and I'm not even playing it.
Pillar here. Oh, he's hiding behind it, but I think he's knocking his crossbows in it as well. Yeah.
Amazing collision detection on this one.
Oh, they're right next to each other, but they're both missing.
Oh yes.
No, Richard won. It's 1-0. That must have been right in the face, that one.
I've only just remembered this is supposed to be capture the flag, but there is no flag, and they're just slowly and awkwardly killing each other instead.
All right, so it's 2-0 here. We can see Richard at the top. Andy prefers the bottom here. He's running
across. He's trying to draw his fire, Dominic. Trying to draw his fire across.
Oh, he's been picked up. That's the pterodactyl.
That's right.
Steve.
After 8 shots, the pterodactyl swoops down and picks you up and drops you somewhere else in the arena.
Why does it do that? What on earth is this game? It's like an acid trip.
11 seconds left here. Richard's going to have to move quickly if he wants to level this. 7 seconds left.
There he is.
There's Andy's coming in.
And he's just got to
3, 2. He's going to shoot now. No. Oh, yes. He did it. Oh, my Lord. In the final 5 seconds.
Well, I would say that was an exciting match, but I have no idea what was going on for half of it.
Absolutely brilliant, that. All right, behave yourselves. Actually, Richard, that's the first draw we've ever had on GamesMaster. Can you believe it?
Dominic, there was literally a draw a few episodes ago. I think your brain's fried out.
Warren, commiserations there. The challenge was to beat Curly. You got an honourable draw, which is better than anyone else did. So talk us through, how do you think you failed to get that elusive victory?
Managed to get one back. 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 Couldn't get it past the goalies. Couldn't get it past the back. Couldn't get it past the goalies. Couldn't get it past the. Whoa.
Andy, obviously, the golden joystick must be one of the first trophies Oxford's had for years.
Yeah, it's for a long time, but I have to say, Dominic, I'm sick as a parrot. He just wouldn't stand and fight, and so I left myself open, so it was a very lucky draw.
All right, well, as a result of the first ever draw on GamesMaster, it means we have 2 golden GamesMaster joysticks.
Wait, last time there was a draw, because there definitely was one, nobody got a golden joystick. It's a shambles. A shambles. Tips and cheats then. This kid wants to get more coins in a game that doesn't require you to get them.
Hello, GamesMaster. On World 2-2 on Super Mario Land on the Game Boy, I can see lots of coins beneath me, but I can't get to them. What should I be doing?
There's more to this problem than meets the eye. Simply step off to your left. If you have faith in my advice, you will land on an invisible ledge. You can then run right to collect all those seemingly unreachable coins. Have you got that?
Thanks, That'll help me a lot.
No, it won't. The rest of the cheats are rubbish, so let's move straight on to the final challenge, which is Pinball Fantasies. A high score on one ball is all that's required, and our competitors have unlocked multi-ball on themselves.
For this challenge, we've got another one of our family battles, so please welcome Nino, Martino and Angelo, the Gaudiano triplets. All right, now have you ever thought of joining a circus with a name like the Gaudiano triplets? No.
This looks like the world's shittest boy band.
Well, they've only got one ball each, so there are two ways they can play it. They can either go for all the big bonuses and hope to blow the others away, or just go for the simple points and hope that the others make mistakes.
So, to simplify that, Dave's advice is to either get points quickly or get points slowly, but basically get points. Good one.
Okay, well, I'd like to see him to use this top flipper.
He didn't use it there, he's been a bit cautious maybe.
A million points. He's
Oh dear, it's whizzing around there. No, he's going to watch it.
Hitting nothing in particular.
He's got 20,000. He's got a loop. Oh, he's got a loop there. That's going to give him some points here.
That'll be some nice bonus points coming.
Oh, I was looking at
right back out to it.
I've got to say, commentating over the top of pinball's got to be pretty difficult. There's not really a lot to comment on, is there? Oh, you hit the ball with a flipper there. Look, it's bounced off a pin. Another flipper shot there. The ball's moving. It's moving. Ball's still moving.
In the middle.
Unlucky.
So Martino's shot is over and he has scored 191,808.
That's what he needed.
Just missed another one there. He's up to 296. He's in the lead though.
He's having a bit
300,000
down the side. Oh, he hit a duck then, I think. Yeah, that's
now he can go up that snack thing at the side.
Snack was lit up.
Oh, he nearly got it there. Oh, but that's it. But he's taking the lead there. Nino's got a 15,000 bonus. His total score 338,150.
It's actually a 5 million bonus if he puts it in the dragon's mouth.
Oh, brilliant. So he's going to be looking for that.
You should go for that one.
He's got 195,000. Oh, but that's it. That puts him in second place. Not good enough to beat the 330,000 of tonight's winner, Nino. Okay, let's quiet it down a bit. Listen, well done, all three. You did very well. Let's start off with you, Martino. You were first, 191,000. That was quite a good score. Were you pleased with it?
Yeah, well, I could have done better, but, you know what I mean? That's life.
That is like very wise for such a young man there. All right then, who was next up then? It was you, Nino. You were our winner eventually. Was it easy to beat your brothers?
Yeah, well, I could have done better, but, you know what I mean?
Have you got anything to say about that, Angelo? I thought you were going to push him quite harder. You were the one who said you were the best player.
Yeah, well, I could have done better, but, you know what I mean?
Oh, well, you're going to be gutted even more as Nino gets presented with the golden GamesMaster joystick.
Three identical children who are all identically shite at pinball. Good show. Well, that's another joystick given out, undeservedly so, and we're at the end of the episode. So that means it's unfortunately time for episode 11, and
Thank you very much. All right, yes, welcome to the world's only offshore video game resort. I've just been up to the helipad to coax the latest load of campers from my chopper.
coming thick and fast. Straight onto the first challenge then. It's boring CGI golf game Palm Springs Open. First 3 holes of the back 9, level par, etc, etc.
Best of luck. And remember, never up, never in.
Oh good, that's back again.
Any particular holes that are tougher than the others?
The second hole's got a lot of water in it, and I don't really want to be in there.
I guess that makes sense.
Okay then, Aidan, are you ready?
Yes.
Put some enthusiasm into it, Aidan.
Okay, that flag is the hole, so he's just got the left of it to avoid the water. Now what's he going to
He's got to swing across here. He avoided the hook.
And he's got that on full power.
100%, the bar's go across.
It's a slight hook on this.
Yeah, slight hook.
Let's see where it lands.
It's good.
Shot. Slightly in the rough, I think. Or, no, it's not.
No, it's on the fairway, Dominic. Aiming for the green now.
That's right, he's passed away. I think he may be left a bit short here, Steve, to tell you the truth.
The bar will swing across here.
Oh, lovely little shuffle there.
Very nice.
When you're commenting on the shuffling animation, you know you've got very little to talk about. Golf is boring and everyone should feel boring about it.
You can put it in a bunker and still be bored. You can miss an easy green and still be bored. You can smash it into trees and still be bored. Because golf is boring even when you fuck it all up.
Rudy, from the first hole, you needed to par it. You were one over and you were carrying that Rudy for the rest of the game, weren't you?
Yeah, I think I was a bit unlucky with the first one, and then after that I got a bit of wind and the direction didn't go right, so...
That's right, the greens didn't run for you on this game, did they?
It wasn't too good.
A fine display of basic incompetence from Aidan there, so no golden joystick for you, but it's not all bad because we get to check out some games reviewed incorrectly. And this week it's even more sports games. John Madden's back.
The teams have all been updated. All the stats are as new as they can be, and they've also included a lot of old sides which are classics.
Taken on its own.
I've no idea how the fuck I missed that name in the first series, but Jesus Christ on a pogo stick. This lad sounds like he'd get my whites whiter than white.
But as a sequel, there really isn't enough new to it.
If you've got John Madden Football or John Madden 92, don't bother about this because it's just cosmetic changes. If you haven't got either of these, it's a great entry into the world of American football.
Cosmetic changes nets you 87%, apparently. Easily pleased. Next up, it's David Crane's Amazing Tennis.
There's the huge sprites that are really well animated, and it all moves very smoothly indeed. But it does take a while to get into.
Very fast, very slick, not that playable. If you're at the far end of the court, you've got no chance.
Don't get this if you've already got Super Tennis. If you haven't, it's a sound buy.
I like this lad's reviewing style. That's twice in a row he's basically said, look, it's just a sport, and if you've already got a game that does that sport, stop buying more games that do that sport. I mean, he's not wrong, to be fair. 80%, never heard of it. Last up on the podium is Amiga's Sensible Soccer version 1.1, which should be hitting 95% minimum.
Definitely one of the best. It's very fluid to control, it's easy to get the hang of.
Sensible Soccer 1.1 is a great improvement. It's better than Kickoff, it's better than Sensible Soccer, of course, it's better than Striker, it's the best football game you can get.
There are new teams, improved goalies, more cups to win, and the controversial back pass rule. My verdict, the best game on the Amiga.
Apparently it doesn't matter if you already own a football game this time, because Bosh, 97%, taking the podium from John Madden 92 as the best game ever reviewed on GamesMaster so far. Exciting times, at least they were right about this one. Anyway, if you were hoping to go to the GamesMaster Live weekend, you're too late, sorry.
Well, it finally happened. We got show leave to set up GamesMaster Live. A heaving, sweating mass of 75,000 fanatics flocked to the NEC in Birmingham last weekend for this 3-day video gaming orgy. Revelers went haywire in a riot of free arcade game spectaculars. They glutted themselves on virtual reality escapades, positively violated themselves on state-of-the-art laser beam shootouts.
I think you've gone too far.
But what the crowds were really thronging to see was the Games Master himself, complete with Games Rig mock-up and some bloke in a silly red jacket. Fans clamoured to take part, but at the end of a very special day, some of them just couldn't make the grade.
They don't stand a chance. They don't stand a chance. Does anybody else think Jay's going to win? Or do we think Jay's a bit of a tune?
That's harsh. These are rich, interesting characters.
Celebrity challenge time?
Back so soon? Perhaps my next challenge will curb your appetite. And talking of curbs, I thought a spot of high-speed curb crawling might tickle your fancy.
I'm sorry, wait, what? I don't think that means what you think it means, Patrick. Lotus 3 is the game, and it's most definitely not about pay-per-play bottom bit banging. For this challenge, we have...
Please give a warm welcome to the future of British motor racing, Johnny Herbert! Now, Johnny, when you're in the pit stops, do you ever get the chance to play a game or two? Okay, now you're so good at the real thing. We haven't even given you a practice on this. We've just shown you the controls. How confident do you feel? Okay then. Have you got any tips for Johnny?
Well, I think the thing he's got to do is keep clear of the roadworks. Plenty of them on this section, lots of obstacles.
Okay then, Johnny, are you ready? Johnny has 1.5 minutes to complete the race, and his time starts now. And off Johnny goes.
Okay, well the car's got a 5-speed manual box, and Johnny's really got to be careful, especially if he bumps into something, to change down so he can keep the revs up.
Right, all these roadwork signs, they will actually slow him down.
They're slowing him down, as you can see. They're just knocking him off. He's taking a little bit of grass on the right-hand side there.
To be fair to Johnny, this course looks like an absolute nightmare. What sort of roadworks are they doing on this motorway?
This other checkpoint, he's still going to be a little bit behind. Perhaps he can pick... Oh, he's picked up quite a lot of time there. He's back on schedule. He said 1 minute and he's hit the second checkpoint. Brilliant second stage by Johnny there, Tom.
Well, he was really keeping clear of the traffic. I mean, he just had a little bit of a contretemps there with a white vehicle, but that's really what's helped him make that time up, Dominik.
Okay, Johnny's got 16 seconds left. This is going to be very, very close. He's had a brilliant second half of the race.
Everybody here is rooting for him. He's coming down. He's got
Going around
about
the
10 seconds left.
through the bridge, under the second bridge. The
Come on,
checkpoint
Johnny,
isn't
he's
far
very,
away.
very near to it. He's getting very, very close. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1, and oh, Johnny is just out of time there.
And there it was, over the finishing line.
3 seconds over time, but still a brilliant performance by Johnny Herbert.
You know, even though he lost, I'd say that was still the second best celebrity skill level, just under Vinnie Jones. That level was just miserable. Poor Johnny.
Johnny, that was desperately close. Where did you lose those 3 seconds? Well, bad luck, but you provided us with a brilliant challenge tonight. Another round of applause for our special guest, Johnny Herbert!
It's Cheats time up next, so let's hope it contains something other than sports games.
I'm having trouble with Bart Simpson Escape from Camp Devley on the Game Boy.
Oh God, bring back golf.
The fact that the Guardian is called Blindside Bill is all important, for he can only be killed from his blind side. Simply bounce over him and bash him from behind. This advice applies to every end-of-level boss in the entire game.
Innovative.
Hello, GamesMaster.
What's your query?
On another word, I just can't get past the beast at the beginning. What should I be doing?
As soon as the beast jumps down, turn left and run like the clappers.
Hold on a minute, wasn't this apparently the easiest game ever made when they reviewed it? Anyway, if she can't work this one out, good luck with the rest of the game. I expect she'll be back next week asking how you get out of a cage. The next challenge then, and it's a different kettle of fish entirely.
We asked 4 multi-format magazines, each to name their champion on Street Fighter 2. We'll have a semi-final this week and the next, culminating in our grand final in 2 weeks' time. Now, Paul, how much time do you spend a day actually writing the magazine, and how much time do you spend playing games?
If I told you the truth, I'd probably lose my job, but let's say 6 hours a day playing the games, about 6 hours a day writing about them.
All right, so it's quite a long day then.
It's a long day.
You may be entitled to hardship allowance if you apply.
Move on to Duncan now. Who have you chosen, Duncan?
Well, I've gone for Chun-Li, the only chick in the game.
Oh yeah, and why have you chosen her?
Well, be non-sexist, I thought I'd choose the chick.
To be non-sexist, I thought I'd choose the chick is possibly the most feminist statement I've ever heard a man say.
Now, Keith, we've got Dalsim against Chun-Li. What can we expect to see from these 2 characters?
It's a curious fight, actually. Chun-Li will be a...
Oh God, I hope he doesn't keep saying Chun-Li.
Okay, Paul is Dalsim on the left-hand side of the screen. Duncan is Chun-Li or Chun-Li.
Oh good, he's managed to convince Dominik that it's Chun-Li and not Chun-Li. This should be fun.
That's right,
Chun-Li's getting inside there, which is...
Okay, at the top of the screen you can see the energy bars. When it's all full of red. When all the yellow goes down, they are history.
Dalsim's down to about halfway at the moment. There goes the whirlwind kick there by Chun-Li. It's a good move, very powerful.
Torpedo headbutt there from Dalsim. Didn't quite come off. That's more of a short range. First blood to Chun-Li.
They are now competing with each other to say Chun-Li and Chun-Li alternatively, just in the hopes they get it right 50% of the time.
Hey, flying kick there by Chun-Li. Some good punches there. Fighting back by Dalsim.
Oh, Yoga Fire!
Oh, Yoga Fire.
Chun-Li, 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 Chun-Li. Oh, Yoga Fire!
Chun-Li, Chun-Li.
Oh, Yoga Fire!
Chun-Li, Chun-Li.
Oh, Yoga Fire!
She's down very low. This could be it.
She's got to watch one more hit, really, and Chun-Li's history. She's got to watch.
Oh, she's coming back there nicely.
Dalsim's down.
Oh, he misses with a punch there.
Oh, no, Chun-Li's thrown her. Chun-Li's been thrown. Chun-Li is out of it. Dalsim is the winner.
Well, Dalsim won. I wasn't really paying attention because they just kept saying that chick's name wrong. Well, that was merely a semi-final, so we get to look forward to another amateur Street Fighter 2 match next week. Hooray. And that also means we've had another episode with no joysticks handed out. Shocker. Guess we'll find out if they've still got any left to give as we venture into Episode 12, and we're straight into our first challenge. It's humans, a sort of slow attempt to improve on the Lemmings formula that improves on nothing.
You will need to assign them with special functions so they can reach the bottom of the cliff, then form a human ladder.
I'm not sure why they're referencing Marky Mark here. It looks nout like him. It looks more like Bill Oddie than Marky Mark. 2 people who have never been confused for one another.
Now, this is a somewhat intricate challenge, so we've brought in the Managing Director of Commodore UK. Please welcome Kelly Sumner.
Wow, a businessman. What an exciting guest.
Now, Kelly, the question on everybody's lips must be, do you get all these games for nothing?
No.
Do you play any of the games at all?
Nope.
Are we going to see evidence of that tonight?
Yes. Really shaping up to be a great contestant.
And helping me evolve tonight is GameZone's Jeremy Daldry. Welcome, Jeremy.
How you doing, Dominic?
I'm very well. Now, Jeremy, obviously Kelly's not a big games player. He's got a lovely suit, though. Will that help him tonight, or do you have any other tips?
To be fair, he already looks like he's having the fucking time of his life.
I think that he's got his work cut out for him tonight as a non-games.
Okay, maybe he's having too much of a good time.
So, Kelly, are you ready?
No.
Kelly, calm down. You're getting very excited.
Now, Kelly has 1 minute 15 seconds left here. The dinosaur's actually, we can't see him just now, he's on the left-hand side of the screen.
That's right.
Oh, that looks a little bit suspicious there, but it's actually a rope.
You're barking up the wrong cock there, my friend.
Okay, you can see the little baby dinosaur there. They've got to form a sort of a human ladder up there. He's only got 52 seconds left there, so Kelly's got to get a bit of a push on.
He's got to start moving now.
Now we've got this little human, he's up the ladder as well. He's getting him into this. Oh no, he's standing up there. He's just airing his armpits there slightly, as you do when you're a Neanderthal. So he's only got 36 seconds left. I can't work out his tactic here, Jeremy.
I don't know, I think he's going rather a long way around it. Just torching a little bush there to get over it.
There is literally no other way to solve this. I'm not sure why they're dragging his tactics.
5, he's going to get to the top of the ladder. 4, 3, 2, 1, and Kelly has just made it.
You cheating buggers. He clearly ran out of time there. Just because he's wearing a suit and he laughs like a maniac.
Was there ever any point when you thought you'd go home with egg on your chin?
All of it.
Oh.
Absolutely, yeah.
Any particular points where you were coming unstuck?
I think the rope was the most difficult, definitely.
Was it length?
Well, they say they have a problem with length, but it was getting it down, actually.
Is there any similarities between the half which you were controlling tonight and some of your stuff?
Probably the hairstyles are pretty similar, yeah.
No, that's rich coming from you, Ken.
No, I haven't done it.
Okay, well, that was all very weird. Time for reviews then, and this time it's movie tie-ins, starting with Bond.
It's not really based on any of the movies, and in truth, it's not really based on very much James Bond stuff at all. It's a sprawling, very colourful, parallax-scrolling platform shoot-'em-up.
I did enjoy James Bond to a certain extent. The trouble is, I've seen it all before.
Yes, he's with a lady. yeah. He's necking with her. I've got to go, love. Something's come up.
He means his cock.
Yeah, looks shite. 73% is basically 2 out of 10 on this show. Robocop 3's next. Uh-oh.
The gameplay is just like Hollywood. You've seen it all before 1,000 times.
It's not very original, and it won't last you too long because it's too frustrating. It's ridiculously difficult.
%, yeah, that's probably standard. Up next.
Finally, Julian Clary and Claire Rayner fondle their weapons and blow each other away in Universal Soldier.
It's just a average shoot-'em-up where you've got to find your route through each level whilst taking on the hordes of bad guys that come at you. Basically, it's Turrican 2.
%, for a game that impressed no one. Incredible. To be fair, it is just a reskinned Turrican, and considering the quality of other movie tie-ins around that time, you certainly could do worse. Straight over to features then, it's GamesMaster's top 5 worst games.
Again at number 5 on the Amiga, Road Fighter, a merry little jaunt through the world of dire driving games. At 4, the unbridled boredom of Altered Beast on the Mega Drive. Walk along kick, walk along kick, walk along kick. What an experience.
You know what? From this point forth, I'm calling an amnesty on all of GamesMaster's terrible reviews because they've pointed out Altered Beast for what it is. And I feel like everyone was licking its Altered Beast balls back in the day. It's shite. It's always been shite. And yes, Dan, if you're watching this, I'm talking to you, you son of a bitch. Stop making me play it.
But the worst game ever to drag itself out of the primeval sludge is the footballing ineptness of Jaleco Goal. Totally unplayable, makes Mr. Taylor look a dead, and if you only burn one game this Christmas, make it this one.
Can't say I disagreed with any of those. See, if they got rid of the scoring system entirely, they could have covered up a lot of their faux pas. Apart from Street Gangs. It's going to be hard to live that one down. Straight on to the Celebrity Challenge then, and it's Baseball Stars 2. Shame they don't have Pat Cash's wife, the world's greatest video game baseball player, but let's see who they've got as a replacement.
And indulging in tonight's all-American activity, we have a young challenger from Redbridge taking on one of Britain's biggest soap stars. So please welcome Jamie Brown and EastEnders Todd Carty.
Of course it's a soap actor, most well known for his storyline in which he confesses that he has AIDS. Who better to play a baseball game.
Right, now, Todd, I know you're a bit of a games player, so when you get a break from your hectic schedule, what do you like to play?
I like to play the soccer one, the Italian 91.
Oh, yeah.
I absolutely love the fact they ask every celebrity this question. They always say, I know you're a real games player. What do you play on your time off? And every single answer so far has been a football game, or a tennis game, or a driving game. Not one of them has ever said they've spent an entire weekend one credit in R-Type.
And taking me out to the ball game tonight is Vivian Nodge from GameZone. Welcome, Vivian.
Hello again, Dominic.
Now, Vivian, the scorers here, they got 1 innings each to score as many runs as they can. What tips can you give them?
Right, as far as pitching is concerned, the idea is to vary them as much as possible. And as far as batting is concerned, the idea is to try and hit it with the meaty bit of your bat.
Okay, we'll be looking at both our competitors' meaty bits tonight. So, are our 2 challengers ready?
Yep.
Then, bat up!
You've got 8, Mark. You've got 8, Mark.
I haven't got 8.
You've got 8, Mark.
I haven't got 8. 8.
You've got 8, Mark.
8. I haven't got 8.
Hit the meat to the ball. Oh no, he swung very prematurely. He's obviously learning his lesson here. He's moving about, he picks it. Oh, he swings for that, it's change! They're all out, and Jimmy is tonight's winner!
Well, you missed absolutely nothing there, because baseball is probably the most boring sport you can be sentenced to watch. The kid won, the end. Let's have a look at some cheats.
What the hand can't reach, the tongue can touch.
Jesus Christ, what have I walked into?
On Star Wars on the NES, how do you get past the tractor beam at the end of the Death Star?
The secret on this mission is to rely upon that roguish rebel, Han Solo. But to survive, you will also need to avoid a battery of lacerating lasers by standing directly beneath the crystal. From this position of safety, embark upon a series of hit-and-run attacks against the crystal.
This looks like an actual nightmare.
I'm Dungeon Master on the Amiga. I've fought my way through all the monsters, but I'm stuck on Lord Chaos.
Clear your throat, son. You're harbouring a basket of frogs in there. That's the cheats done with. Now exciting, but here's something that will excite you. It's another bloody Street Fighter match.
Welcome, Gary. Now, Greg, what character have you chosen tonight?
I'm chosen Ryu.
And why have you chosen him?
Well, it's got a nice special, a nice array of, different moves, close combat and for distance.
Close combat for distance, interesting technique.
There's all these rumours floating about that you're actually Street Fighter 2 World Champion. Is there any truth in that?
Yes, there is.
I choose to doubt this.
And back for more punishment this week is Nintendo Hotline's Keith Poulin. Welcome back, Keith.
Thanks, good to be back.
Okay, now Keith, our competitors at the start there were talking about sonic booms, dragon punches. For the benefit of people at home who don't know the game so well, what are some of these moves?
The dragon punch is a very good defensive move. If Guile attacks from above, Rai can use that then. It calls forth the power of a dragon.
At least the names are being pronounced correctly this time. And before I've even finished this sentence, Gary has wiped out Greg, so maybe he is a Street Fighter 2 World Champion. Probably not, though. I don't really believe anyone on this show anymore.
An amazing first bout by Gary Harrod.
Very aggressive.
Oh no!
Backslammer.
Oh, a lovely backslam from Guile. That's taking Ryu's energy right down the scoop. He done the 2 here. Guile moves in for the kill. Oh, Ryu
good throw there.
manages to get a throw.
He's coming back with a fireball.
With a fireball. Very good comeback here by Ryu.
Missed there with a fireball.
Is it going to be enough? Oh no, by Guile, a smack to the abdomen. Ryu is out of it, and Gary Harrod is tonight's semi-finalist winner.
At least that one was over with quickly.
I think Gary might have caught you on an off day, but you made a good comeback at the end there. What went wrong for you?
It just all went wrong for me, Dominic. The force wasn't with me today. I think I had too many pints last night. I don't know what happened. I was mutilated. It was a sad spectacle for me today.
Well, we did say you were the world champion, Gary. That didn't seem a problem to you?
No, not much. Early starts in both rounds put me ahead, so...
Okay, so you're going to meet Paul Lakin from GameZone in the final. How do you feel about that?
All right.
Quiet confidence. I like it, especially the quiet bit, because this show is very noisy and I'm quite tired. Thankfully, that's this loud episode done and dusted, so I guess we might as well move along to... Episode 13, the spookiest number for an episode, so what better time to celebrate Christmas?
Christmas is a time for giving, and the first of my offerings tonight is a jovial affair called Christmas Capers. To keep us all in festive mood, you will need to help Santa collect 20 presents.
Never have I seen an Amiga platformer look more like an Amiga platformer. I look forward to the suffering of whoever fails this one.
Okay, now Paul, we need a good display here to get us in the festive mood. You've had a couple of goes. How confident are you?
Fairly confident. I've done quite well in the practice at home.
Are you a fan of platform games?
No, I don't like them.
Perfect. Well, I'll tell you what, Sunshine, you're going to cement your opinion after this one.
Have you got any tips for our competitor tonight?
On platform games, basically the idea is just to pick up as many bonuses as possible and to immobilise the baddies.
Top tip there, suggesting he does the exact thing he has to do in order to win the challenge.
Paul, now you were talking earlier, Vivian, that he has to immobilise the enemies. How does he do that?
Yeah, Santa's throwing snow, and by throwing snow at them, they'll stop for a little while, but once the snow melts, they'll start moving again.
Hold on. Right. This game is just Ed the Duck, isn't it? First things first, the game looks like Rainbow Islands. That's a pretty clear inspiration for the brightly coloured vertical levels on offer here. But instead of pissing rainbows at insects, that was probably deemed a bit too violent for children's TV, and they instead opted to give Ed a snowball firing machine. A snowball firing machine that doesn't kill anything. It's literally the same game, but they swapped out Philip Schofield's wank sock for a fat man and put a layer of snow on everything, which, to be fair, is a lot more apt for this show. Anyway, while I've been waffling on, the kid won. Only took him about 20 seconds, fair play.
Paul, that looked a complete breeze to you, but was there ever any time when you thought, oh dear, I'm not going home with any Christmas presents from GamesMaster this Christmas?
Well, pretty much all the way through I was worried, really, but mainly at the top, because in the practice I tend to make mistakes.
Okay.
Just one mistake and, you're in trouble.
That's right. Well, you were certainly in no trouble tonight at all, Paul. Now, like I said before, you do have a special Christmas present tonight. The greatest gift to all mankind, the GamesMaster Golden Joystick!
This kid looks like he'd literally prefer to be anywhere else.
I lost my dignity on TV. A golden joystick, woe is me. I wish I could give just one fuck, but I wanted playing Christmas theme at the Duck. And now my friends will laugh at me because I lost my dignity on TV.
And to find out which games will be making Santa's sack bulge tonight, it's time for our reviews section.
That's right, it's reviews time, and this week we're looking at helicopter games, starting with Swiv.
SNES Swiv is a really good shoot 'em up. The graphics are really nice and there's a lot to kill. The sound's pretty good as well.
That's a review stolen from Bad Influence and no mistake.
Initially it's quite hard, but after you've sussed out the gameplay it becomes incredibly easy.
That's a review stolen from Bad Influence and no mistake.
Little chopper, little jeep, little chopper, little jeep, little chopper, little jeep, little chopper, little jeep, little chopper, little chopper, 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 little jeep, jeep, little chopper, little jeep, little jeep, jeep, little chopper, little jeep, little chopper, 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 little jeep, 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 jeep. Running along in hectic backgrounds, shooting the crap out of everything. It's absolutely amazing.
87% for Super Swift, probably right, I don't know. Steel Talons on the Mega Drive crawls onto the screen next.
This is actually a very good conversion of the arcade game, but the Mega Drive simply can't handle it. The graphics are jerky, they look terrible.
You seem to fly along at 2 miles an hour and turn at 500.
You'd be much better off going down the arcade and pumping a few quid into a machine.
Yep, looks ass. Let's see the PC do it correctly.
Finally on the PC, possibly the most satisfying chopper so far, Fergie's favourite ride, Comanche.
Well, they need a fast machine. The graphics are gorgeous. I've never seen anything like this on the PC before.
This game's so good, I'd sell my grandchildren to get my hands on it.
Look, the Anti-Marisha thing is fine and dandy, but she's sullying the good name of objective journalism by appearing here. I mean, how can we take the review seriously when they... You know what, it's fine, it doesn't matter. 94%, let's bring on the cheating devices.
Now it's time for this week's feature. Ailing games players of the world, unite. You have nothing to lose but your low scores. For now, hope is at hand from Mr. Action Replay and Mr. Game Genie. As well as improving your less than brilliant performances by giving you extra lives, these cunning cheat devices let you actually change your games to make them even more weird and wonderful.
This is the Amiga Action Replay. We're currently on the 3rd version, and it's a utility cartridge for the Amiga. I can disassemble the game. I can change the machine code in the game if I like. And if I restart this game now, we should have a different character.
The Super NES Action Replay doubles as an imported game converter, and this also comes in handy Mega Drive and Game Boy flavours. Yet another cheating option is the Game Genie.
I never actually had any of these things because I've always been great at every game, but you can't deny they're awesome little devices, the likes of which we'll never see again because console developers get a stick in their arse whenever you so much as take a sniff of their machine's innards.
Once more, gamers on the go can be satiated by the Game Boy Genie. All this haberdashery means even the limpest of players can emerge proud and triumphant.
Hello again. Rummaging around in my sack, I came across Volfeed.
Honestly, a bizarre game to put in front of what is most likely another soap actor, but as barely any of the games seem to be related to the actual guest at this point, I suppose it'll have to do.
And for this test of reflexes and mental agility, we have young Oliver Gibson, who'll be challenging his grandfather, tonight's special guest, Bob Holness.
You get Bob Holness on, and you don't go with blockbusters on the ZX Spectrum. Shocking.
Okay, now, Oliver, how long have you been playing video games for?
About 7 years.
About 7 years, so that will give you a slight advantage over your grandfather here. Have you taken one before?
Yesterday was first time.
Yes. It's not quite a gold run, Bob, but it is a test of mental agility.
It is, yeah.
Perhaps you can score there.
Yes, there are different ploys and different systems. I can tell you now that I haven't worked any of them out.
Bob Holness may have been the nicest man to have ever appeared on TV. He wasn't just this kid's granddad, he was the nation's granddad. And if anyone says anything bad about him, I'll send you to a care home.
First, Oliver, are you ready? Then off you go. Okay, and off Oliver goes. 1 minute to fill in the highest percentage. You started off with the corner there. 2% already, Tom.
Well, he's taking out some of the corners. What he's obviously looking for is to build up position so that he can get the bonus boxes. Those are the grey boxes that are appearing intermittently.
I will state again, this is an incredibly bizarre game to showcase on TV, and it's the only time I won't take the piss out of them highlighting the main character because you literally play as a shiny pixel. Not exactly perfect for standard def, is it?
He's got
That's time stop. If he keeps clear of the stationary alien and just puts together as much space as he can.
3, 2, 1, and time out for Oliver with a brilliant score of 48.8%.
Yeah, almost 50%. Well, he really put that in right at the end. I think he'll be quite pleased with that, Dominic.
Welcome back to Yuletide GamesMaster, where we are playing Volfeed. Volfeed.
Oh god, Dominic, don't start this again. Now I don't know how to pronounce it. Volfeed? Volfeed? You've ruined everything, Diamond.
Okay then, Bob, are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Then off you go.
Don't know if it's Volfeed or Volo, but Holness is taking his family down solo. Drive to the studio in his Volkswagen Polo. If you're wholesome to Holness, he'll give his last Rolo. Man's spitting letters but keep his name out your gob. If you're front a man, he'll send a blockbuster mob. Forget about cocktails or rip off your knob. You've ever wished that you could have a PB's bob. Man spitting letters but keep his name out your gob. If you're front a man, he'll send a blockbuster mob. Forget about cocktails or rip off your knob. You've ever wished that you could have a PB's bob. Man spitting letters but keep his name out your gob. If you're front a man, he'll send a blockbuster mob. Forget about cocktails or rip off your knob. You've ever wished that you could have a P, please.
A P?
All over for Bob Holness.
Nice try.
So Bob finishes with 14.7%, and that means on 48.8%, tonight's winner is Oliver Gibson. Oliver, that was a masterful display. What was the secret of your success?
P, please.
You were trying some clever tactic there. For the benefit of those who didn't spot it, tell us what it was.
You didn't have a lot of time to spot it, did you? But I was trying to work out the middle so I could cut off one whole section of the board because I've been told that's the thing to do.
That you would have got 50% for
Yeah, the trouble is, when I was practicing it last night for an hour, I sat back and took 5 minutes over a game, you see. It's that time limit.
Bob's tactics was sound there, but he kept getting stuck, which is exactly what you don't want to do.
But it was good performance by all, wasn't it?
Classic. Getting the name of your grandchild wrong is a rite of passage. Might as well do it on national television to really cement it. No joystick for Bob then, but let's see if any of this week's cheats could have helped him.
Hello, GamesMaster. I've heard on Robocod there's a level select cheat. Could you tell me what it is, please?
Oh, stop giving us Robocod cheats, for Christ's sake.
Bye.
And who's last?
Hi, GamesMaster.
Your question?
On Zelda 3, how do you get the Bombus medallion?
I know it's a Christmas episode, but how on earth did they find a genuine elf? Anyway, let's move on. It's time for another challenge, and sadly, it's the grand finale of the Street Fighter tournament, but at least that means this is the end of it.
you're the slight outsider
Just
tonight.
slight, yeah.
Are we going to see an upset?
Only if I can unplug his joypad before the game starts.
All right. Now, one of the conditions of the competition is that we never see the same fighter twice. You dallied with Dalsum in the semis. Who are you going with tonight?
Zangief this time.
Okay, what can we see from Zangief?
Basically, as far as I'm concerned, he can take a lot of punishment, so I'm just going to cower in the corner and take it on the chin.
Okay then. Gary, you are the favourite. There's a lot of money riding on you tonight. Who are you going with?
I'm choosing Blanca tonight.
Oh, why are you going with Blanco?
Blanca.
Stop pronouncing names wrong.
And joining me for the grand final is Keith Pullen from the Nintendo Hotline. Welcome back, Keith.
Hello, Dominic. Great to be back.
Right, now we've got a great fighting prospect here. Zangief against Blanca. What can Blanca do?
Well, Blanca's got a very effective move. It's the electric move, which can channel up to 1,000 volts through his skin.
So you don't want to get near him then, do you?
You definitely don't know.
I love how matter-of-factly this guy explains stuff like this. He explains it as if he's talking over a nature documentary.
There's Zangief, the huge big Russian-looking guy in the lovely red pouch. Oh, but Blanca's up there with the start. A lovely... What's that one called, Keith?
That is a flying...
barrel butt or
That's
something?
a flying ball, yeah.
Oh, lovely
a lot of damage.
Oh, he's biting his head. He is fighting. Paul said he's not going to get off. He wants desserts on that one.
No kicks there.
Oh, dear. And Zangief takes a tumble. Blanca, Gary Harrod, loses no energy at all.
Jesus Christ, he's got no chance.
Very one-sided here.
Zangief down to half energy.
Perhaps Zangief could come back. Oh, he's taking a smack. Blanca's taking two smacks here. Oh, but he's coming back with a flying kick there. We can see the energy bars at the top.
Oh, that's a good throw.
Oh, a good throw from Zangief. Oh, no, Zangief's energy's going down. You can see at the top of the screen. He needs one more hit with Zangief. He's charged up Blanca, but he's learned his lesson this time, Zangief. He's not getting near him now. But, oh, another hit. This is going to be quite close when it's much closer. He gets one more hit, and Zangief's done it. They're both very low.
Zangief's coming back here.
Very low. Blanca jumps
Who's
out
it going to be?
He gets him in a kick.
It's
Zangief is down. Gary Harrod wins by 2 fights to 0.
Well, he avoided a whitewash, but I think the outcome of that one was pretty obvious, and it's our quiet contender who won it.
Well, Lord Paul, it took you a little while to get going there, didn't it?
A bit of a nightmare. I got the wrong geezer, really. I needed a bit of speed, and I was lumbered with a fat Russian.
All right, now, Gary, Tonking start. Full energy in the first fight. Then things started to slip a bit. What? Were you toying with this man?
Well, I did feel very sorry for him after the first round, and I let my guard slip, but I had him still.
But as the winner of our special Street Fighter 2 magazine challenge, Gary is also the winner of the GamesMaster Golden Joystick.
Well, I think we'll probably count that as a celebrity golden joystick, because why the hell not? On to the stats then, because that's us all drenched and sweaty from another episode of...
Oh, come all ye faithful.
Oh no.
Joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem.
Come all ye faithful, it's time for episode 14, and fucking hell, what's going on now?
Thank you. All right, settle down. Yes, it's New Year's Eve on the Games Playing Resort, the one night of the year I can shed my red coat garb and slip into something a bit more feminine. But even out here on the rig, the Panto spirit is alive and obviously kicking. Even Auntie Marisha has shed her penny for the first time since VE Day and returned to Mother Nature. You can actually see her up there on the gantry. Can we give her a little bit of a ripple? Can we give her a little bit of a wave, Auntie Marisha? I tell you, they don't make women like that anymore.
Yep, the show's tapped. They've gone full mental. First challenge then.
Welcome to New Year's Eve on the Games Rig. I do hope my festive headpiece is to your liking. For tonight's first challenge, we venture out into the nether regions of our solar system, on to the Earth. The mission I've set aside is to complete the game's first level and reach Uranus without losing a spaceship.
There, near the top of your diagram, is Uranus, which moves very much more slowly and has much further to go. And it takes Uranus 84 of our years to go once round the sun.
Best of luck.
Why so quiet?
Our challenger on this game is from the pastoral village of Homersfield, where he's been buffing up his helmet for weeks in anticipation. Please welcome David Finch. David, you're obviously a very confident young man from the way you leap down those stairs. How are you getting on with this rather novel joystick?
Well, it's pretty tough, but hopefully my bangs will come in and I'll get to Uranus.
He could barely stifle his laughter on that one. Fair play, I'd be exactly the same.
And helping me squeeze some more awful double entendres out of this subject is my own Prince Charming, Jeremy Dawdy from GameZone. Welcome, Jeremy.
How you doing, Dominic? Love the frog.
Thank you very much indeed. Now listen, Jeremy, any tips for our young competitor here?
Well, he's got to bang his helmet as quickly as possible. How like life, eh, Dominic? How like life?
I figured you'd say something like that. Okay, so David has to get to Uranus, funnily enough. David, are you ready?
Yep.
Then off you go. So off goes David on his way to Uranus. At the bottom of the screen you can see a yellow energy bar. It goes down whenever any of the opposing ships hit him. It goes up when he manages to wipe out any of them. Very good start from David here. He hasn't lost any energy.
Certainly is, Dominic, certainly is. He's showing remarkable control.
Can we all just appreciate that this was prime-time television? Grown men making multiple jokes about Uranus while a small child constantly says bang, 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 bang with a stupid helmet on. This is peak TV, ladies and gentlemen. It literally never got better than this.
Bottom right-hand corner here. Now, they seem to be attacking in waves here. You basically want to keep your helmets in a stiff, sort of straight position.
You certainly do. The stiffer the better, the straighter the better. You must look after your helmets at all costs.
He's going to have to start wiping out some of these. Now, I think we're going to see the mothership appearing very soon here.
Any second now.
Let's hopefully he's going to have enough energy left. His energy bar's going really low. Oh, no, he's got to wipe out something, and the energy's getting even lower.
His helmet's flagged. It's all gone. It's all gone.
Bad luck, mate. You're having some problems with a helmet there.
Yeah, the bangs just won't come off, and I couldn't get to Uranus, I'm sorry.
Sorry. No one's as disappointed as I am, David, I can assure you.
Jesus Christ, just no. Let's swiftly move on to reviews before the police come knocking. This week it's flight sims.
First up, rub your shiny helmets in unison with Tornado.
Tornado is an extremely sophisticated flight sim, but that's not surprising considering the plane is very, very up to date.
Further into the game, there is an element of strategy. You have to decide what your own goals are and what your own targets are going to be. I think this adds to a flight sim.
You'll probably find it quite difficult to get to grips with this unless you're really willing to persevere. But for hardened flight sim addicts, then this is a real winner.
91% while everyone looks and sounds bored as you like.
Next up, get a huge horizontal rise with Harrier.
The first thing that strikes you about a Harrier are the graphics. They are so smooth and slick that I wouldn't be surprised if British Rail had a hand in the design.
With Harriers varying levels, from rookie to ace, if you haven't had much experience with flight simulators, this will ease you in.
I would say that Harrier is the best flight sim available yet, which deals with amphibious aviation. For me, it's a winner.
87%, still no enthusiasm from anyone. Online gameplay's coming up next.
Finally, take on human opposition over the telephone lines with the aid of Air Warrior.
The sound and graphics are nothing to write home about. That I wouldn't be surprised if British Rail had a hand in the design.
When all three teams are playing at the same time, it really does create a chaotic free-for-all. I really like that. You really get into it.
You have to fly.
Well, there we have it. 3 amazing games that every reviewer fell asleep playing. Good stuff.
That was yet another brilliant batch of review games. Oh, yes, it was.
Gotta be honest, the kids are probably onto something there. Time for the next celebrity challenge then, and it's the 100-metre sprint on Quest for Gold, so I imagine there's going to be plenty of joystick waggling jokes. Time to bring on some fast men.
We wanted a couple of nippy celebrities for this challenge, and we've got 2 of the fastest men the world has ever seen. Britain's greatest ever hurdler, Colin Jackson, and Olympic golden boy, Linford Christie. Now, first of all, when you were in the Olympics, guys, did you relax by playing video games?
We did actually. They had a big actual video, like little studio where you could go in and play a lot of little sporting games.
And what were your favourite games then? What were you playing?
What are our guesses then? FIFA? Track and field?
I'm a Pac-Man fan. I'm into the Pac-Man.
Okay, well, colour me red. Finally, we get someone who plays a real-life game. Good old Linford.
In addition to you two, I'm afraid we've got some last-minute news. One of your great rivals has been flown especially over here. I think it's the first time you've met him since you won the Olympic gold. Please welcome Carl Lewis. Welcome, Carl.
I don't know what's happening.
Now, Carl, since he won the Olympic gold, Linford has been telling anyone who'll listen that he's the greatest 100 metres runner in the world. What have you got to say to that?
He's not.
They've got to go from left to right on the joystick without catching the diagonals. If they catch the diagonals, they're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, I'm not sure you need someone giving you tips on this. You literally just waggle the joystick.
Best of luck. Off you go.
Here goes Carl, about to start.
And he's off. Carl's at the bottom of the screen here.
Lane 1. Came off those blocks very lethargically indeed.
But he's moving up the ground now a little bit. Right. At the bottom of the screen we can see a little white line and 3 blue ones. The white line's Carl, the 3 blue ones are his competitors. That lets you see how well he's doing. He's coming up towards the finish line. It's not a bad time. 14.3. Colin, are you ready?
I am indeed.
Then off you go.
On your marks, get set.
Here goes Colin, he's in lane 2 here. Oh, he's spinning over the lead, Colin Jackson.
Jesus Christ, go Colin Jackson. Retire the running job. Your future is in your wrists.
The red, this is an amazing time for Colin Jackson.
He's not even tiring.
Oh,
it's amazing.
Brilliant.
12
seconds dead for Colin Jackson. Round of applause for Colin. Okay, Linford, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
The best of luck. Off you go.
On your marks, get set.
Oh, he's on the blocks. That was a very bad start from Linford.
He's catching up. Here we go.
From the best part of his race.
He's burning up lane 3.
Much stronger final part of the race here. 9, 10. It's going to be very close to Colin Jackson's time here. Oh, 12.05. 5 hundredths of a second outside of it.
This is the first time I've seen celebrities actually fucking loving playing these games. Good on them. This kid's not too happy about it, though.
Now, Carl, you said you were going to whip these guys. Tell me what went wrong.
Hand slipped.
His hand slipped. Oh.
Hand slipped.
His hand slipped.
Hand slipped.
All right, now let's go into Linford. Silver medal tonight there. I know you're not famed for your starts. That was what held you back tonight.
Well, definitely, you know, I was just going through cruising mode, but I think Colin cheated there somewhere along the line. There's no way he should beat me. I want him tested.
Maybe don't throw stones in glass houses, Linford. That's Colin Jackson with a golden joystick, and amazingly, no cock jokes throughout the entire thing. He never seems to take the easy ones, does he? Keeping with the Linford Christie theme then, it's time for cheats.
Good Lord, what are you doing up here?
At the beginning of the London level of Dalek attack, I've heard there's an extra life and weapon to help me get started. Do you know where they are?
Yeah, this episode has well and truly gone off the rails, and I, for one, appreciate it. Every show should start going mental approximately 1.5 series in.
Thank you, GamesMaster, oh venerable one.
My pleasure, young man. Send my regards to your relations. And who's last for the evening?
Hello, GamesMaster.
We don't care about you. Bring on more Daleks.
White,
The final challenge of this insane shit show is Streets of Rage 2, but not a level of Streets of Rage 2. That awkward versus mode between 2 competitors. And we've got 2 experts in the mix.
For this challenge, it's Shades of 1966 revisited. We have Sega European Champion, German Wunderkind Reza Abdulali, and he'll be taking on British Sega Champion, Carl Roberts. All right, Reza, thank you very much indeed for coming over tonight. What's the most popular games in Germany just now?
For me, it's sports games. I like sports games very much, and I play this time hockey.
That's boring.
Carl, was it a close match last time you met?
Well, it was only between 2 or 3 points he beat me by, so...
It's not the battle of the joysticks, this is a battle of the accents.
Are you ready, boys? Then come out fighting. Axel is the blonde-haired hunk in the white top.
Axel's got the sabre, but he's wasted it.
That would have taken a lot of energy off.
It really would have hurt Blaze, but as it is, he's doing quite well.
He's doing quite well, he got 1 hit in.
European champion who beat Carl on the last outing.
That's right, they've really got to watch this guy who's coming in through the window throwing the bombs.
On the left-hand side, yep.
If they get hit by those, they lose a load of energy.
Not exactly as dynamic as a Street Fighter match, is it? Most of the fight is spent awkwardly circling around on the opposite side of the level until you can find the right time to do a flying kick.
Don't come near me, I'll stay away. The streets of Rage 2, it's the only way to play. You wait over there, I'll wait over here. Let's maintain distance and hide in fear. It's the fight on the Sunshine Highway.
position and Blaze is spinning. I think Blaze is down. Yes, he's done it just as Blaze looked as if she was getting it back. Reza pulls one out of the bag, which means that Reza Abdelali is the winner.
Hold on, were the audience booing there? Bit harsh. I assume there's a Welsh crowd in the house tonight.
Oh, I don't know. There's no secret. Every time you must have much luck, and I think now I have the luck, and next time maybe Carl will have it.
Well, as well as luck, Reza, I think you've got a rather impressive pair of sideburns there. If you'd like to turn to the side there, look at them. Absolute corkers, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, Dom, that's twice you've mocked someone's hairstyle in as many episodes. You're currently covering up your extreme centre parting with a Miss Moffat wig. You've more gall than Linford Christie's glowing bladder. Anyway, that's the end of all that nonsense. An episode more drug-fueled than Linford's legs. So let's move swiftly on to Episode 15, and the foot has been lifted from the madness pedal. Dom's back in his Butlins outfit, and we're back to doing a challenge on Taz, where you have to complete the stage in a certain time. Good, normal, vanilla GamesMaster.
Now, Nick, how confident are you tonight on the challenge?
Oh, I'm fairly confident, but there's a very strict time limit, so I'm going to have to speed through.
Okay, and that car at the end's quite tough.
Yeah.
Well, we wish you all the best, Nick.
Okay, everyone looks bored already. I think Dom's hungover.
And aiding and abetting me for this challenge is Neil West from Mega. Welcome, Neil.
Thanks, Dominic. It's fab to be here.
Okay, Neil, now this is quite a tough challenge. He's got to complete both parts of Section 1 and wallop the end of level car. Any tips?
Yeah, don't eat bombs. And don't eat bombs. Don't eat bombs. Don't bombs. Bombs.
Okay then, Nick, are you ready?
Yeah.
Then your 2 minutes begin now.
Okay, he's off. Now, he's jumped straight over the first lot of chilies. I think that's probably a mistake. If he eats the chilies, it gives Taz fire breath with which he can take out baddies.
Okay, now he also walloped a little... he's walloping carton.
Yeah, that's right. Now, that's okay. Those little cartons, those little capsules, they give him extra energy, but he's still got all his energy left, so he doesn't need them yet.
Okay.
But later on in the challenge, he might have to take some of those on board.
He's going at a feral pace. Oh, no, he's in the quicksand.
Yeah, all he's got to do is keep jumping and he's safe. Now, if he makes full use of his spin attack, then he doesn't actually have to get in the quicksand at all. He can miss all of it out.
Okay, then he's just over 30 seconds, just over a quarter of the way through, and he's doing very well, Neil. He's wrapped up the first bit in 37 seconds.
Yeah, he got past all those bombs. Got past all those bombs.
Okay, so we'd nearly had 1 minute there. He's still progressing at an immense...
Why? Why do the cameramen obsess over the contestants' tongues like this? It's like a disgusting Marks and Spencer's advert for about 0.5% of every episode.
Succulent collection Madagascan black tiger prawns.
Now, normally he could perhaps grab a bomb and throw it at the car, but he's not allowed to do that in the challenge. What he's got to do is time his jump so he...
Oh no, he's been hit! He's took a hit! He's only got 15 seconds left!
Right, he's got to make sure he jumps on top of the car as it passes underneath him. He could...
10 seconds! It's going to be very close. 10 seconds, 8 seconds, 7. He's done it.
He's done it.
This was the flattest challenge after everything we've been through in the past few episodes. A normal challenger with a normal, slightly bored presenter and normal tips from a normal game expert. I guess we might as well move on to some normal reviews. And this week...
This week, it's everything from Milky Ways to Uranus as we study sci-fi games.
We've already done the Uranus episode, Dom.
There are many words you could use to describe warp speed, but unfortunately, all of them have got 4 letters.
Good? Cool? Nice? I think we're on to a winner, guys.
Too much emphasis on graphics, too much emphasis on, oh, look what the SNES can do, and very little on gameplay or longevity.
Failure to make McCandless smile is no marker of quality. I'm sure we're on for at least 80%.
At the end of the day, I think that warp speed is a missed opportunity. There's plenty of scope and plenty of potential for a really excellent 3D space combat game on the Super NES. Unfortunately, this just ain't the one.
Yep, sounds perfect. Wait, what? 57%? I am shocked. Also, I'd just like to point out that there's not been a single episode yet in which the reviewers have disagreed. They might have slight variations on criticism, but they're all either, this is very good, or this is very bad. I want some journo fights. Give me controversy, you bastards. Anyway, here's Elite 2.
A game, Elite 2 High Frontier.
Well, the freedom, again, is the main attraction of this game. You can be a ruthless pirate, killing everything and scavenging everything, or you can be a bum-licking merchant.
I was very impressed by Frontier. It's a huge game with a tremendous sense of realism, so I'd recommend it wholeheartedly to anyone.
By mixing a substantial amount of space trading and a lot of space shooting, Frontier manages to keep you coming back for more.
What a surprise. They all agreed it was good. Boo, 87%. Let's see if they agree on Eye of the Storm.
Eye of the Storm puts you in the role of a futuristic Noah with a space freighter as your ark.
The idea is to cruise around the planet searching out for undiscovered creatures and intergalactic flora.
Graphically, it's very sort of clever PC, rotating 3D graphics, and the gameplay is enormous.
That must win an award for the review that says a lot of words while not really giving any information on anything. You could slap that review over pretty much any game footage.
Graphically, it's very sort of clever PC, rotating 3D graphics, and the gameplay is bum-licking.
Ultimately, I think Eye of the Storm's appeal is limited, not because it's a small game, it's actually very large, but because all the things that you can do are not particularly that interesting.
Okay, well that final reviewer did actually push back against the other two, but it still ended up getting 84%, so I guess it doesn't actually matter what anyone says. Let's get right into the next challenge then, and just to ensure we're definitely returning back to completely normal times, it's football. So presumably we've got a normal football man.
Now, young Tammy Edmead wrote to us saying she wanted to play this football game. But who could we put her up against? Well, we've put her up against one of the best. So please welcome Tammy Edmead, who's playing Arsenal and England striker Ian Wright.
Oh good, it's Ian Wright, the most normal football man you could ever hope for.
Now, Tammy, there may be a lot of people sitting at home, a lot of conservative people thinking, what's a girl doing playing a football game? But you play football yourself, don't you?
Incredible to think the very idea of a girl playing football warranted a question along the lines of, for all the people out there frothing into their cups of tea right now, just what in the living fuck do you think you're doing playing football while sporting a vagina?
You are probably the most feared striker in the Premier League, but how are you going to get the ball to your front men?
I think I'm going to play the long ball game. If that don't work, then I'll have to wait to go to penalties.
Jesus, someone dragged him out of bed for this one.
And joining me in the dugout is Dave Earlybath Perry from Sega Pro.
If there's one time I won't complain about normal, it's sweet little cherub Dave Perry and his now insanely normal bandana. God bless you, Dave Perry. You have instilled a moment of joy in this redundant episode.
Dave's got his do-rag. Dave's got his do-rag. Dave's got his do-rag on.
Tommy is in the red playing down the pitch. And they just had a kick off and that was a lovely little floating ball, but it's going to throw in.
Straight into touch.
Straight into touch there.
Don't like the linesman, kick a ball in.
They certainly don't. And the crowd have started cheering for their favourite here. It's a real tension-filled match, this. Oh, and here comes Tommy right to the pitch here. Oh no, Ian takes it back. Lovely little turn on the ball, but Tammy's got it. It's a real battle in midfield here. Tammy's had the most of the forward action for this.
It's definitely Tammy. She's definitely got more control. She plays a lot of football games at home.
Yeah, she's a lovely little dribbler, isn't she?
It's enjoyable to see two people as useless at kickoff as I ever was. The fact the ball doesn't stick to your feet means you spend 90% of the match running away from the ball until you get the knack for it, and quite clearly, neither of these have got their knacks intact.
This ball gets everywhere.
Sprawling save.
That's the closest it comes out goal so far, Dave.
The goalie turned into a stretched blob.
Certainly did.
Brilliant.
Putty goalie there.
Here's number 2 again. Number 2 and number 4 for Tammy. Come on,
there's only 30 seconds left. Good to get a goal at the death of the
10
game.
and 4. There's several 10 and 4s in Tammy's side.
Ian picks it up again. He's running up. There's only 6 seconds left. Is he going to score at the end? He runs it up. He dribbles the goal. He gets it. We're just running out of time. The referee looks at his watch and he blows the final whistle.
A 0-0 draw. One thing you can say about kickoff 2, it's at least realistic.
Okay, Dave, hopefully we're going to see a goal here. What's the control method on the
I'd like to think so. Basically with penalties, what will happen is the players will step to the ball, there'll be an arrow in front of the goal, and you have to press the fire button just when that arrow's where you want to put the ball.
Oh, yes!
Beautiful. Right in the corner.
Goal! Scottish goalie's disease.
Little shuffle to the side.
So it's 2-1. This is Tammy's third one she's about to take now.
Oh,
he got 2 penalties.
Nice to see the goalie putting some effort in.
So here goes Tammy. Tammy's man's at the ball. He shoots. Yes! Tammy wins the challenge.
Well, I would say that was exciting, but that would be a lie.
Ian, you got the draw like you were hoping for. You went to penalties. But talk us through your goalkeeper. What was he doing?
I don't know. He wasn't moving when I was pressing him to move. I don't know what was wrong with him. But the way the game went, Tammy played a lot better than me. I think she deserved to win in the end.
Don't put yourself down, Ian. You both played shite. Off goes a normal girl who loves normal sports, and it's time for some normal cheats from a kid who looks like an ex-convict.
Welcome up to the helipad. What is it that's troubling you?
Fuck off, you mug.
No problem whatsoever. Next, please.
Hello, GamesMaster.
I'm sorry. But that haircut isn't good enough. I'll have another, please.
Ah, we've entered the GamesMaster slags random people off phase of the show. This is more like it.
Hi, GamesMaster.
That's better. What can I do for you?
I'm Kid Chameleon. I hear there's a warp.
Oh god, get rid of her. I don't like that enthusiasm at all.
Where should I be looking?
Fuck off, you mug.
Thank you, GamesMaster.
I think we'll have just one more.
Hi, GamesMaster.
Hello, young whippersnapper.
For Smash TV on the SNES, is there any way I can make the game easier for myself?
There is, my boy. But remember, cheats never prosper. So keep this one to yourself. Select Skill from the options screen. Now hold down the L and R buttons before pushing up on the joypad. If you've done this correctly, you will hear bingo. Bingo! And a secret option screen will appear where you can choose to have up to 7 lives and 7 continues.
Why was this even a cheat? Just give people that option, you daft 90s nonsense. Right, well, let's just jump over to Nigel Mansell's normal driving time where the two challenges are a man and, for some reason, his boss.
Now, first of all, Clive, is it the case with Richard that you guys have to do all the work and he sits in the office practicing games?
Definitely that. He's not too good at them, though.
So there's obviously a bit of a rivalry here, then,
Definitely. We got scores to settle.
All right, then. Richard, it must be difficult getting good staff these days.
It is very difficult.
I've never seen someone look like the love child of Jimmy Hill and Rod Hull dressed like John Parrott before, but my goodness, there we have it. Maybe we're starting to climb back out of the doldrums of normality.
Who do you think's going to win then? Who's the favourite?
Well, we've both had a practice and, it's been close, so it's going to be, I don't know, down to sort of last-minute things and we'll see what happens.
Jesus, he's also got the voice and mannerisms of Bruce Forsyth. We all know what goes on behind the doors of television, but I didn't expect this man to be the result.
And joining me in the pit is Super Pros Dave Perry. Welcome, Dave.
Hi, Dominic.
Now, Dave, they're not using a joystick here, they're actually using a steering wheel. Is this going to be easier or harder for them?
I think we all know the answer to that.
Okay, so here we see Clive, and off he goes. We can see the time in the very, very top left-hand corner of the screen here. On the map, in the top middle, you can
That
actually
shows you
see
where you are.
He's the white car, currently second to last.
So, currently hitting all the signs and blocks along the road.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a large portion of the blame here can be put on the choice of controller. I'd hazard a guess that Nigel Mansell himself would be bouncing along the rough if he was forced to use this thing.
Just after this bit, oh no, someone's been overtaken him. It's going to slow him down a bit.
Seriously affect
1
his
minute,
time.
3 seconds. He's out of the tunnel. Just round the final bend here. Here he comes towards the finishing line, and the time is 1 minute, 10 seconds, .70. Make way for Richard Walkling. Okay, Richard, if you're ready.
Nice to see you.
Then off you go.
It's important to get a good start. Get a good start, take as many cars early on. Yeah,
Okay,
he got away from 3 then, very well.
Oh no, but one of them's overtaken him there.
He's around him.
See his position in the left-hand side of the screen. He's 9 out of 12, 10 out of 12 actually. He's gone back a bit
Curiously
now.
dangerous tactic of actually going on the grass to overtake.
Okay, well, he's not going to win this, is he?
I think maybe he's not keeping the steering wheel tilted forward. With this joystick, you have to have it tilted forward or the car brakes.
It's like a real F1 car.
Very, very close.
One more straight here.
One more
He's been
straight.
stuck by that
No,
car
he wants to
there.
get round this man. Come on the bridge.
Oh, he's coming last 1 minute 10. Oh no, he's not going to do this time. He's
just
coming to the
over.
finishing line.
Oh,
And
here he
it's
comes.
1 minute
It's a
18.
brave attempt.
Well, he certainly won the bumper car challenge, which this wasn't. So Clive wins. How exceedingly normal.
Clive, that was absolutely brilliant. You completely tanked him. What have you got to say for yourself?
Well, it's definitely one for the workers, and it shows you that it starts with the staff and it ends there.
All right, well done. Listen, Richard, I bet you're going to dock a day's holiday off him for this.
Fuck off, you mug.
All right, fair enough then. All right, well, Clive, you may not have a holiday, but you do have a golden GamesMaster joystick.
Well, before I fall asleep, I think it's time to put this episode to bed because, good lord, it's already time for Episode 16, and let's get straight to the big meaty one. It's a challenge on Terminator 2 for the Mega Drive. But look what they've done to my boy! Robert Patrick hasn't looked this goofy since the Double Dragon movie.
You think I'm bad? Where do you meet my lawyers?
Now, Simon, tell us a little about the Menacer. What's it like to play with? Yeah, this is a bazooka, and you hold it on your shoulder. All right, well, listen, best of luck, Simon. If you'd like to hang on there,
About. Now, what attributes does Simon need to be triumphant tonight?
Well, he's got to have a sure eye and a quick trigger finger, that's for sure.
You've just got to shoot stuff. We don't need tips. Get on with it.
So off goes Simon's 1.5 minutes. Now, what's he doing at the start here?
Right,
Neil?
all he's doing now is gaining some ammunition. These cartridges falling down are shotgun cartridges. He'll need those later on.
Oh yeah, I remember this scene from Terminator 2.
And here's the T1000. Now, at the bottom left-hand side of the screen, we can see the energy that Simon's got.
That's right. Obviously, Simon's got to protect that. He's got to avoid taking hits as much as possible. And the only way to do that is to keep gunning the T1000 down.
Now, the T1000 is actually going for John Connor, isn't he?
He is, that's right. We've got to keep him away from John Connor, or else it's game over, end for mankind, and all sorts of other horrible things.
Right, now,
he's
now
it's time to go.
He's got to take on Simon. He's
Absolutely.
got the right eye.
Now he's got to get the left. Oh, it's the right eye again. He's got to start again. He cannot do that. He can't shoot two with the same eye in a row.
This is the most specific and not even really remotely related to the logic of the film boss fight I've seen. Also, 90% of that challenge was just shooting falling cartridges out of the sky. Rubbish! Get off my television, you hack fraud. Let's go straight to the smelly reviews, and this time it's movie games.
Didn't like this very much. Quite nice.
68%, yeah, this game didn't get a lot of love on anything it appeared on. Looks cack. Pirates for the NES is up next.
Really good.
Fair enough, timeless classic, can't argue with that, though you wouldn't catch me playing it on a NES. Time for the needlessly difficult Super Star Wars.
It's challenging, it's really addictive, tons of variety. It's mainly platform based, but it's done extremely well. I absolutely loved it.
When I first got hold of Star Wars, I was really delighted with what I saw, but it didn't take long to get to the end.
Along with Super Mario Land, this is the game that your Super NES was made for. Super Star Wars is nothing short of spectacular.
87%, not bad for a film franchise with 2.5 good films. Let's take a look at SNES adverts with a boring man.
Stay calm.
Everybody must have seen this spanking Super Nintendo ad that's been bombarding your senses for a while now. This week our feature looks at how it was made. The ad's creative director Andy Wakefield talks us through from start to finish.
What Super Nintendo had to do when it was launched as a system was to establish itself as the ultimate in gameplay. We spent about 3 or 4 days, which went into a week and 2 weeks, just playing games. We very quickly realised that we were absolutely useless. We couldn't get past level 1, and that's really the birth of the line, will you ever reach the end?
The ad began life as a storyboard, a book of drawings showing what the finished advert would actually look like. The main character was then sketched out, but they required somebody to fill its boots.
We thought the Sega guy was a bit too squeaky clean, a bit too Tom Cruise. We wanted someone a bit more Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke did not know quite what he was letting himself into, but perhaps most difficult of all was the complete body cast which was required to make the robot costume.
That was probably pretty painful. He was about 8 hours in makeup.
In makeup? I hate to break it to you, but I'm not sure we're getting the full benefit of his blusher here.
From start to finish was about 3 to 5 months in the end. The total cost has become a bit of a myth, really. Let's say $500,000.
$500,000? I could have done it for 10 quid and a roll of tinfoil. Let's move on over to the celebrity challenge, and we have... what the fuck is this?
Shooting up a storm in this challenge, we have 2 celebrity policemen. From the Bell, DC Carver and PC Garfield, alias Mark Wingert and Hugh Higginson.
2 pretend police officers who don't shoot pretend guns because we don't live in America. Good choice.
Question on everybody's lips is, does Bob Cryer fiddle with his joystick?
Well, Eric's very into motorbikes. He's more into twisting his throttle.
Yeah, or tinkering with his tappets, mate.
I'm being accompanied by Tim Boone from NMS. Tim, any tips for the boys on this then? Why is it that you always do the shootouts, by the way?
Oh, well, you know what they say about the GamesMaster, Dominik. He likes a bit of a bang, doesn't he? But this has got to be the silliest. What have I done?
Okay, so Hugh has the purple score at the bottom left. Mark has the green score in the bottom right.
Okay, watch where the fly's going to land and shoot wherever it lands.
Okay, so that's Mark got the first
one
on
the
there.
P's, there it goes.
Oh, he got a couple there though.
Hang on the jelly. There we go.
250
on the spud. And finally the vomit really. It's going to land on that and away we go.
Like there's something Anthony Mauricio cooked up. Okay. So it's 800 points to Mark, 450
now,
points
an egg
to
is going to fall off the edge of this list. Now, depending on where it falls, depends on how many points you get, they've blown
Oh,
it.
they got, no, I think they might have just got it. I think Mark just got it in the fall.
Excellent.
You got away
the wedding cake.
That's Mark.
What on earth is happening?
Okay, now shoot the spinach.
Okay,
Whatever you do not shoot the cherries.
Don't shoot a cherry because Gallagher likes cherries.
Shoot the spinach.
There we go.
There we are.
850 plays
No, not this
1900
one.
though.
Yep, shoot that.
900 still for Mark Wingett, and that is the end of the challenge.
Well, it's not going to give Point Blank a run for its money, is it? I don't even care who won that one. Give the joystick to no one. Let's go over to tips and cheats and see what this referee wants.
Hello, GamesMaster.
Welcome to my consultation area, up here on the helipad. How can I make you happy?
On Super Mario World on the Super NES, I can see the exit of Chocolate Ghost House, but I can't actually reach it.
Oh my lord, if it's not Robocod, it's Super Mario World. Play something else, you chuds. Harry Potter the Third turns up at the end to ask for advice on the Amiga's Pushover, the game featuring an ant that was also, for some reason, trying to get his hands on quavers. I've never played this game, but every single time I see gameplay footage, I just think, God, that looks like a headache.
As you enter, pick up the tile nearest to you. Then walk right and fall onto the platform below, automatically dropping the tile that you were holding. Now go down to the lowest platform and push over the tile furthest to the left to complete the level.
This solution did nothing to change that opinion. Let's do something different for the end of the episode then.
You may remember earlier on in the series, Danny Curley took on all comers at any Sega game. Well, now we decided to do the same with Super Nintendo games. So please welcome British Nintendo champion, Thomas Patterson.
That's right, we've got a new Danny Curley, who, for the sake of not bothering to write his name down, I'm going to call Danny Curley 2, son of Danny Curley.
Tell us a little bit about how you became champion.
Well, I played a national tabloid Nintendo competition and I won all that through all the stages.
So are you quite confident you can beat anyone on any Nintendo game?
Hopefully.
All right then, so if there's anyone there who'd like to challenge Thomas, please stick up your hand if you fancy yourself as a Nintendo expert. Okay, too ugly, too ugly. Oh, gorgeous, yes.
Don't say that.
I wonder if they had to do any reshoots after a child fell down these metal stairs and smashed their brain open.
Okay, now, so what's your name then?
Mike Bedford.
Mike Bedford. Where are you from, Mike Bedford?
Bedford.
Your nominated challenge is?
Mike Bedford.
Basketball. What are you like at kissing the rim, Thomas?
Not bad, I'll give my best shot.
Okay then. Right, Mike, take the left. Thomas, take the right. Let's get ready for tip-off. While our YTS researcher Doug sets up the game, I'm joined by Jim Douglas from GamesMaster Magazine. Jim, any tips for this basketball game?
Yep, I think once your opponent takes a shot on basket, you really shouldn't despair. You should hang around and wait for the rebound, because if you can get hold of the ball, then you can be up the other end of the court before they know about it.
Yep, that's basketball. Guess it's time to get bored again.
There was only one Danny Curley, but he left the show early. So they found a replacement, living in his first basement. He may be winning forevermore, but we have to watch him play boring basketball. He's here for me and he's here for you. Danny Curley too. Danny Curley too. It's fine, runs his head down through and through. Danny Curley too. Danny Curley too.
It could be anybody's here. A nice short pass from Thomas there. He's weaving up the court. He's stopping there.
That's
Lovely
right, he's
little
making
long
good
pull-up pass
progress.
here.
He wants to get it into his man right
He's
by the
approaching,
basket.
he's approaching the
He's
basket.
trying to do
Here
it
he
all
comes
himself.
up. He shoots. It's
He's
in there. 10-8 to
That's
Thomas.
incredible.
Thrilling match, but the Nintendo champion is the winner.
Well, the world's greatest SNES player won at the last second with a mere 2-point lead. I think they should bring Danny Curley back and make him fight Danny Curley 2 in the GamesMaster car park and see who wins. I doubt that's going to happen though, but who knows? We can always find out in Episode 17, and we're straight back to Road Rash 2 again. Come on, lads. We all love Road Rash, but there's about 5,000 games you haven't touched yet. Anyway, we've got a celebrity for this one.
Adding to the other smells of burnt rubber tonight is Marlon Rose from Leighton.
Marilyn Monroe? I was convinced she was dead, and also not a small black boy. Hold on. Let me just clean my ears out.
Marlon Rose!
Oh, Marlon Rose. That's a shame.
Marlon, first of all, someone was telling me you've got quite a trendy haircut. What's the score with it?
It's got GamesMaster written on the back of it.
Right, you'd like to turn in and let our camera get a little look at that? See that at home? What a lovely font that is as well.
I mean, the effort was made.
It's not on the easiest level of the Hawaiian race. Are you that confident?
I am that confident.
That's called foreshadowing. And riding pillion with me for this challenge is Game Zone's Jane Goldman. Game Zone's Jane Goldman. Game Zone's Jane Goldman. Game Zone's Jane Goldman. Game Zone's Jane Goldman.
Hi, Dominik.
Marlon, are you ready? Then off you go. Okay, here we see Marlon in the white jumpsuit on the red bike. At the moment, he's in 13th place. To the left of the screen, you can see a green energy bar. When that goes down, then it's good night Marlon. Similarly, he's got his bike energy bar just beside it. Okay, he's doing very well. We can see a mileometer at the bottom right of the screen. It's coming up to 7/10 of a mile. It's a 5.5 mile race. So he's making quite good steady progress. We can see the next rider coming up in his sights. But it's not just the bike riders he's got to worry about.
No, that's right. He's got to watch out for cars, hazards, and of course the police.
I've never seen anyone play Road Rash with an arcade stick before, so I automatically want this child to win. You can sell his joystick for better hair kerning.
He's up to fourth. He's up to third place now. Brilliant. He's still got another 3.5 miles. Oh, what's the car? Oh, dear. Now that's going to lose him some time, Jane.
It is. It might cost him the race, but I hope not.
That's called foreshadowing. Nothing to do with the West Midlands Serious Crime Squad, I hasten to add. Now he's got the first big one. Oh, no! Watch, there's another car here. Oh, it's gone the outside of it there. I had to go up the track. Oh, Rod's got a run back there. He's only got half a mile left. He's in fourth place. No, he's been
up again. Well, frankly, no.
And there's another car, but he's missed that. But he's hit the other one.
It's gone horribly wrong.
He thinks it's Death Race 2000. He's been hit again, and the bike is wrecked.
Well, we couldn't handle him at his best, so we'll just have to handle his worst. And he couldn't have done much worse than that.
Marlon, I tell you, bad luck, but that was brilliant. That was so hysterical. Jane and I were nearly wetting ourselves up there. What were some of the problems you faced?
Cars.
They weren't letting you alone, were they?
No.
Maybe you should have got some armour plating on the bike as well.
Yeah.
Let's jump into the reviews then, and this week we've got what they describe as cult games, which is a bizarre category choice, but whatever.
The word CAC's used a lot in the computer game industries, and this sums up Super NES Blues Brothers perfectly. No attempt has been made to follow the film's excellent plot, and what's left is a tired run-around platform game.
The graphics of Jake and Elwood are cartoon style.
The 55-year-old divorced librarian look is a strong one to go for, but I think he's pulled it off quite well here.
The levels are really frustrating and really badly put together, and there's just nothing to keep you coming back for more.
Yeah, 51% is about right for Blues Brothers. Doctor Who has to be lower though, surely.
Nice playability.
For fuck's sake.
The playability is not that bad. It's nothing you're going to play for weeks on end, but probably worth a look.
You would have thought with 29 years of Doctor Who, they could have come up with something a bit more inspiring than what effectively is a run-around shoot 'em up. The best way to describe Dalek Attack is average.
Finally, Star Wars on the Game Boy, as in the film, travel from Tatooine to the Death Star. Tatooine.
Tatooine.
Yeah, Master. Tatooine.
And he'll always be that little boy I knew on
Tatooine.
The animation is really very good, and it's a very involving and challenging game.
The platform shoot 'em up's good, the graphics are good, nice music, but on the driving levels there's nothing to do. It's too boring.
Game Boy Star Wars is excellent, and I recommend you try it now.
It's too boring.
80%, who cares? Let's look at new computers.
32-bit machines has arrived. The spanking new Atari, Acorn and Amigas make the present 16-bit Mega Drive, Super NES and Amiga 600s look positively weenie. Tonight we compare the three new boys with help from Alistair Bowden from Atari, Simon Lovesey from Acorn and Kelly Sumner from Commodore. First of all, why the new machines?
The Atari Falcon is aimed at the home user as a revolutionary new home computer, all singing or dancing.
Mum and Dad can do their desktop publishing, word processing and run the family business.
I shall have my Milky Bar now, please, Mother.
The person who wants quality graphics, quality sound, a machine that is versatile and easy to use.
65,000 colours. Each pixel can be a different colour.
4,096 colours.
and at any one time can display 256 colours on the screen.
16.7 million colours.
I really enjoy watching a group of stuffy businessmen appearing on my screen at regular intervals to shout numbers at me. Probably the least sexy games television I've witnessed, and I watched the entirety of Bad Influence.
Currently, there are games available.
Well, that's me convinced. I'll buy none of them, thanks. Anyway, I'm sick of watching poorly disguised advertising. Bring on the next challenge, which is Global Gladiators, a game that definitely isn't poorly disguised advertising.
On Global Gladiators tonight, we're very lucky to have a globe-trotting rock legend. Please welcome First Lady of International Pop, Kathy Dennis. Now, listen, surely you're far too busy to be wasting your time playing with Game Boys, are you?
No, I was a big fan of Tetris for a long time.
So was everyone, Dennis. Come back to me when you complete Motocross Maniacs.
Welcome back. We're very lucky to have Kathy Dennis with us tonight, about to pit her skills on Global Gladiators. Dave Perry from Sega Pro is with me to give Kathy some tips about playing. Welcome, Dave.
Hi, Dominic.
All right, give us the rundown.
Well, basically, Global Gladiators is a really beautiful game. The thing to look out for is the invisible platforms. You only notice them when you pass through them, and at the top of them is usually a really nice health bonus.
Which you're going to need if you want to complete this.
Which you're going to need if you're going to get through this level.
Okay, that was weird. Are these bits completely scripted? Because that was very much a... Say the line, Dave. I'm waiting for you to say the line.
And at the top of them is usually a really nice health bonus.
Which you're going to need if you want to complete this.
Which you're going to need if you're going to get through.
Okay, off goes Kathy there with
Kathy's playing Mick. There's two characters in this, Mick and Mac. And she's actually playing Mick.
Okay, she just sploished the slime baddie there. Or she got hit a little bit there. We can see her energy bars, that little arrow at the bottom underneath the score.
For points as you go along, you collect the little M's, which are like McDonald's arches, and they give you extra points.
Okay.
All these slime monsters have to be destroyed with this custard gun.
They are horrendous. Is that a custard gun, Dave?
I guess it's custard. I can't think what else.
Like
there's a heart. That's a health bar.
I just want us all to take a moment to appreciate that we're watching Kathy Dennis on national television playing a McDonald's riddled video game about protecting the environment. There's absolutely nothing normal about any of this, and I, for one, love it.
This is what can happen to the Earth if we don't do something about it.
That's right, if we don't keep a watch on that.
Clean up our act. Absolutely.
All right, 1 minute 12 gone, but the energy bar's getting quite low. Oh no, she's out. Oh no!
Straight down the cliff.
Kathy takes the dive. Now, Kathy, the world has been destroyed, taken over by slime, and it's all your fault. How do you feel?
Very, very bad.
So listen, what went wrong? It was a good start, and then what were some of the problems?
Jumping off a fucking cliff would be the clincher.
Because I was a bit risky.
A wee bit risky for this time on a Thursday you are, Kathy.
That's me, that is me.
Listen, don't ever go changing, Kathy, all right? Listen, thanks very, very much. Have you enjoyed yourself on our own little rig?
Oh, yeah.
That's brilliant. Well, listen, you've completely satiated me with your presence.
All right, Dom, calm down. Straight over to cheats then, and we've got the Cowardly Lion asking a question about Krusty's Super Funhouse, which everyone decided in unison never to play again, followed by a Benedictine monk getting ripped into.
Where's the magic cape on Zelda 3?
I'm sorry, but if you don't say please, you don't get your questions answered. Next, please.
Nothing else exciting in amongst this garbage, so I guess it's time to skip along to the final challenge, and Danny Curley 2 is back in the hot seat against some random no-name from the audience.
Okay, Thomas, you had a good win under your belt last week. You still confident?
Yep, sure am.
Yep, no problems for you at all?
No.
I like this guy, I tell you.
That's called foreshadowing.
What's your name?
Keith Pentland.
And where are you from, Keith?
Caithness in Scotland.
Caithness. Right, listen, Keith. What are you going to challenge Thomas on tonight?
Is it a sports game?
Super Soccer on the Super Nintendo.
What a fucking surprise.
Right, football now. Thomas, I know you're a Rangers fan, but you're also intelligent. Is this a problem?
I don't know, Tim. Oh, sorry, Dominik.
Funny guy.
Okay, right. I've had to rewatch this joke approximately 12 times because 1, I wasn't quite sure what he was saying, and 2, I have no idea what this joke is meant to be.
Thomas, I know you're a Rangers fan, but you're also intelligent. Is this a problem?
I don't know, Tim. Oh, sorry, Dominik.
Funny guy.
Who's Tim? Why does he point in his face like that? Why is Dom laughing? What's happening?
Keith will put you on the left, Thomas on the right. Keith, I hope you stuff him.
Okay, yeah, I think Dom hates this guy now. You don't get to call Dom by another name and not appear on his list.
Okay, Keith's playing Holland, playing up the pitch. Thomas is playing West Germany, playing down the pitch. It's Thomas with the ball just now. He's got the ball in. They are shoulder barging here. The referee didn't see it. That could have been danger. There could be an automatic sending off under the new FA rules. Okay, it's Holland there in their half of the pitch though. They've got to clear. Lovely little shoulder charge from the Dutch number 7.
This football game seems to have been merged with American football. Where on earth is the referee?
Oh, the Dutch number 11 gets it. It's a cross in the box. Picks up the keeper. It's a goal. 1-0.
And where on earth are the keepers?
Germany kick off. They've given the possession away again though. But Germany have got it. Oh, here comes Germany. Into the corner. German number 4 looking pensive. Kicks out the German number 3. Now it's up the German number 10. The German number 9's got it. Evades his man, the number 10's got it in the box, gets it down, shoots in the save, gets the rebound! 2-1!
Fucking hell, it's gone all Lord of the Flies in the GamesMaster rig.
The Dutch have really got to prove something out the bag here now, Jim.
Yeah, they really have. But, the challenges that are going on are ever so hard. I don't think the ref's really paying much attention to
I think the ref's gone. I think he's given up. And here comes the Dutch. The German get it back here. Could we see another goal for the Germans? Oh, it's a foul! Here comes the ref. Is he going to clamp down? Oh, no, yellow card.
Very lenient today.
We felt he should have been off for that one.
Calm your tits, sunshine. He's already lost.
In a game, unless the Dutch can get it back quickly.
Carefully selecting where he's putting the ball.
Oh, the Germans have got it. The score is 4 seconds left. It's trickling down. The goalie gets it, but it's all over now.
Well, that's Danny Curley 2 continuing his mediocre winning streak and probably his mediocre banter. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is where our latest voyage into the smelly teenage wastelands of 90s yesteryear games television comes to a close yet again. With 17 episodes covered so far, we have just one more batch of 9 naughty episodes to look forward to before we hit the GamesMaster leap year that I'm sure literally no one is looking forward to. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's take a look at the stats for this series so far, tallying up a batch of episodes that either featured no cock jokes or a million all at once. I'm hard pressed to guess where the number will finally end. Languishing at the bottom of the games pile, shamefully, we still have Street Gangs by a hefty margin, and our top game of all time has been replaced with Sensible Soccer version 1.1, so at least it's something we can all agree on. Right, that's your lot. Until next time, you filthy nostalgia hounds, you can put your joysticks away now.